So would you rather have a rooftop sky lounge with panoramic ocean views, direct access to Whole Foods, or resort-style pool here in the heart of town? Today, I'm taking you inside three of the most sought-after buildings here in Kakaako, Aalii, and Victoria Place. That's Victoria Place. The reason I decided to take you into those three buildings is because they offer beautiful amenities which I'm excited to show you. But before I do that, let me introduce myself. If this is your first time to my channel, I'm Desi, and I moved here to Hawaii years ago without knowing anybody or anything about Hawaii or the real estate. So if you're in the same exact shoes, if you're thinking about moving to Hawaii but you're not sure where to start, feel free to reach out. My contact info is in the description below. I would love to help you find your home in paradise. If you're relocating from the mainland or from abroad, like I did, trying to decide where to live and which condo to choose could be overwhelming, especially if you haven't been here in this part of town and if you never even visited Hawaii. So my goal is to tour those properties with you and help you decide if Ward Village is something you would consider and if one of those buildings could fit your lifestyle. And at any time, if you have any questions, of course feel free to reach out. You can email me, leave a comment below. I would like to help. Ward Village has become one of the most sought after communities, and they offer luxurious high-end amenities, and that's why I'm excited about showing you those buildings and the amenities. So behind me is Victoria Place, and right here this is Aeo and Aalii. So let's go first to Aeo. What I love about Aeo, it has a direct access to Whole Foods. And I love shopping at Whole Foods, so I find this very nice. Aeo is one of the first buildings that was built here in Ward Village. It was built in 2018. It's popular among owner-occupants and people who want convenience. I mean, Whole Foods is downstairs. You just take an elevator, have to cross the parking garage, and you're right there. Also, Aeo has a low entry point. So, for example, in the past year, the lowest sold one-bedroom condo was only 648,000. That's a smaller square footage, only 495 square feet. What I like about Aeo, it's not just the convenience of Whole Foods, but also there are two pools, dog park, spa room, media room, dining room, guest suites, theater, cabanas, barbecue grills, and kids playground. Plenty of amenities. What I like about these buildings, you have retails downstairs. So this is Aalii, and you can see all these retails underneath. The nori bar I heard is really nice. I haven't been here. Plenty of coffee shops. Lotura Cafe is very famous for their breads and pastries. Now let's talk about Aalii, since we are right here on the ground floor of Aalii. Aalii is 42-story building, and it's completed a little bit later than Aeo in 2021. The units are a little bit smaller. One bedroom unit could range up to 624 square feet. Two bedrooms are up to 846 square feet. So I know if you're coming from the mainland, 846 square feet doesn't sound a lot, especially for a two-bedroom condo. But here in Hawaii, it's a luxury to have a large square footage, especially if you go to Waikiki. It's normal to have 700-800 square feet for a two-bedroom place. In Aalii, there are studios, one-bedroom, two-bedroom, and three-bedroom apartments. There are two levels of amenities, and that's why I decided to show you Aalii and talk about Aalii today. Because for me, the best part of living in the building is the rooftop lounge. I personally would be here every day, maybe reading a book or sipping a glass of wine. How about you? You come here. I love the panoramic views, and even if you're on the lower floor and you have no views, you can come upstairs and enjoy the scenery. Also, some of the amenities in Aalii include fitness center, sky lounge, outdoor cabanas, barbecue areas, event spaces, and co-working spaces. So if you're working remotely, most likely Ali could be a good fit for you. Ali is suitable for people who are first-time home buyers because of the price range, and also people who are looking for urban convenience. You have everything nearby, shopping, dining. The park is right here. There are a lot of investors in Ali as well, since people prefer to rent here in World Village as well. One of the biggest reasons people purchase condos in Aeo is the convenience. People like the fact that Whole Foods is right there, so you don't have to drive for your groceries. So the other building that I'm showcasing is Victoria Place. And the reason I decided to do that, it's one of the newest luxurious front row high rises. And what I absolutely love about this building is they have a private entertainment area where you can invite your guests and have a pool. So it feels like you're in a single family home, but you are actually in a condo. You have to reserve that entertainment area with the pool. But isn't that awesome? This is the only building that has this private pool area. Victoria Place is all about luxury. It's a first row building, which means most of the units, especially the ones that are facing directly on Ala Moana Boulevard, are oceanfront. So you have an obstructed views, floor to ceiling windows, and it has premium appliances, and it's absolutely beautiful. It has two pools. It has a resort style pool, and I like that. And of course, it has a family pool. It has cold plunge. It has treatment room, theater room, plenty of dining options. It has a wine room, a lot of amenities. Because it's a front row building, the price point is a little bit higher. So if you want to see any of those three buildings that I just mentioned in person, let me know. We can definitely schedule something together, and I would like to show you the buildings in person. It's really nice. In summary, Aalii is best for first-time home buyers, young professionals looking for urban convenience, and people just seeking value. It's rare to find 800,000 price point for almost brand new home that it's built in 2021. I always best for convenience, first-time investor and first-time home buyers and investors. And Victoria Place is most suitable for luxury buyers, second home owners, people who are seeking ocean view and unobstructed views, and people who want resort lifestyle living. So every building in Kakaako has its own personality, as you saw. They have their own vibe and amenities. So what can fit one person that may necessarily fit another? So if you're thinking about relocating to Hawaii or investing in Honolulu, I would be glad to help you compare buildings, tour available units, and find the building that matches your lifestyle. So send me an email and I will send you what's available in one of those buildings. And if there's something else that you're interested about, not just Aalii, Aeo, and Victoria Place, let me know, and I can definitely provide more info for any of the buildings that you might be interested in. If you found this helpful, please don't forget to like this video, and if you want to hear more content like this one, please subscribe to my channel. And also, if you're curious to find out more about World Village, I have other videos that you can watch, and I hope you enjoy it. So this is the Victoria Park. This is going to be another high-rise here. That will be a separate video. And this building is just completed. This is the park, and that of course will be in another video. I don't want to overwhelm you with a lot of information, so that's why I decided today to show you my 3 favorite hours here in War Village. That's why I personally picked them. I really love the amenities of Victoria Place, and I love the rooftop deck in Aalii, and I love the convenience of ale since I shop at Whole Foods every day. So I hope you found the information valuable and reach out. I'm here to help.